guys, welcome to the What Happens Cape Town page. We've invited the boys from RS Live, and we've invited Nicci from Nicci Notes to join us tonight. And we're touching on the Connor McGregor and the Floyd Mayweather fight. Quick disclaimer, this is going to be an opinion piece. We're not going to touch on the technicalities of this fight. We're more here to have a chat and basically to find out who your money's on. So join us in the comments, tell us who you betting for on this fight, and let's see how this goes. Welcome guys, thanks for joining us.
How's it?
Hey.
Hey,
cheers.
How's it? So we've got Nicci from Notes over here.
The one and only.
The one and
There's
only.
no other notes person.
I wouldn't be able to do it without her, to be honest. And then we've got Jason Roth from RS Live, and we've got Darren Southpaw, sorry I've been getting that wrong all night, from RS Live as well. So I'm going to get straight into it. Like, where is your money going on this fight?
From my side, Mayweather, 20 years behind his name, grueling fighter, awesome fighter, chooses his battles, also a precise fighter, the same as McGregor. But yeah, definitely Mayweather. I know my partner disagrees with it.
Jason?
Yeah, at this point in time, I'm leaning more towards McGregor, totally based on his will and his want to actually achieve it. Yeah, I just think he's going to possibly knock him out or just get him into a knockdown situation. But unfortunately, we have to wait and see what the fight holds.
Nicci?
Like, I take both points into consideration because I'm very much on the fence about it. Merely because there is, or I feel that there is a big difference between MMA and boxing. Bear in mind, both of these are respectable fighters. They are currently the best in their fields. But whether or not we can actually see something tilting either which way, I don't know. I'm yet to decide.
Yeah, I think I'm still on the fence as well. I'm not sure.
Why?
Sorry? Look, to be honest, I'm just undecided at the moment. I'm going to play it out a bit more and see. Yeah.
I like how I threw you.
Yeah, I'm like so under the bus right now. Okay, so what is the significance of this fight? Like, why have we seen so much hype? Like, what is the importance of the fact that we've got Connor McGregor, an MMA fighter, going up against Floyd Mayweather, who's a boxer?
Yeah, I think initially it started out as just Connor McGregor wanting to kick Floyd's ass. And then obviously the fans on McGregor's side followed suit, jumped on the bandwagon, and obviously there's a lot more, I wouldn't say a lot more, but there's as much fans as there are for Mayweather. And obviously their fans as well jumped on board, started going crazy. And now it's a fully blown, hyped up fight. Can well imagine the amount of money that's been pushed into it. Yeah, from my side, that's that.
Yeah, I think that is the main thing. The fight purse hasn't been seen. I don't think there's ever been a fight that's that big. The closest one, I believe, was the Mayweather vs Pacquiao fight. So obviously, with such a big purse, it's bound to pull in quite a few people.
Well, okay, let's talk about that first. What is the money behind this fight?
Well, from what I believe,
It's all estimation.
it's all estimation. So because they're not allowed to actually say what they're actually earning, but they estimate just from winning the fight or being part of the fight itself as the two fighters, Mayweather is supposed to walk away with about $100 million US dollars.
McGregor or Mayweather?
McGregor. McGregor is supposed to walk away from 75 million.
Okay.
But
Mayweather?
100 million.
Okay.
But
It's a bit of pocket change for one night's work.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I wouldn't mind going to sit there and get my ass kicked for 100 million. But yeah, and then with obviously there's so much more that's added in for the fight, the pay-per-view, all of those kind of things. So then they said sponsorship, those kind of things. So they're looking at about 400 more for Mayweather and about 100. They estimate between 125 to 180 million for McGregor. And like you said, there's quite a bit of change for getting your ass kicked or just fighting for that. Getting into a ring.
Well,
I think
yeah.
if they had to offer me that money, I would have got in the ring. I would have just sat down. Finish. Pay me my money.
Well, we had the conversation earlier that I'm definitely no fighter, so
But I think you would have still taken that offer.
It's a couple of hundred more there,
I just
dude.
think of what I could do with that money.
And this is US a year.
The other thing to consider as well is has it over the time since the hype has started? Has it become a money-making thing?
Yeah, well, yeah, like, I mean,
Or is it the actual fight?
yeah. What do you guys think?
I think they're both very respected fighters, and I think they both want to win. That's, I think, and each one of them has said no, they will do this to the other one, and the other one has said they will do this to them. So I think it's just a matter of them fighting and saying, look, let's do it, we're going to do it. However, with a purse like that, and with all the sponsorship, pay-per-view, I mean, and the hype that's going about it, there's a lot of money involved in it. So depending on how you want to see it or how you want to take it, though.
Besides the money, I think the trash talk has played a huge role into it. Because as far as I understand, the fight in itself, the whole, I can take Mayweather out, was a general statement that was made from McGregor's side on a talk show, if I'm not mistaken. Yes.
How did we get to this point? Like, what is the history behind this fight?
As Darren said earlier on, it was a general statement, and then we had fans jump on board and be like, okay, let's make this fight happen.
I think initially, we know from Mayweather, he's a trash talker. When he jumps into the ring, he will stare you down, tell you everything that's going to pursue. And then there's also Connor, which will go into your face, literally sit there a centimeter from your face and start shouting at you.
Yeah.
And imagine two of them, the exact same sort of approach to a fight, going at it. And then obviously that built up more attention. People who didn't watch boxing or MMA are now watching boxing and MMA.
Yeah, look, that is an interesting approach. I mean, it does kind of, it brings supporters from both sides of the spectrum, which again, it adds to the fight. I mean, there's a lot of money behind this fight. You're attracting people that is not really MMA, like MMA followers. You're attracting people that doesn't really follow the boxing scene.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Cool. So now, question: this fight. This is, am I right in saying this is a am I saying this right? Non-commissioned? It's not, the fight is put together between Connor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, right?
Why did I think
No,
I think from Mayweather's side, he runs his own show.
Yeah.
So definitely 100% it's his show, he's running his side of everything, and then obviously I have his publicist that assists with the training and when the cameras come in and all of that stuff. And then also from McGregor's side, he has the bald guy.
Dana White.
Dana White's on his side.
He also started his own company now, just for this fight.
Oh yeah. So
There's a
And who's the production house behind this fight?
Showtime, I believe.
Showtime,
Yes.
could be Showtime. They are the pay-per-view guys. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was in it, like talking from events promotion, like
The skill, I mean, the other day I went on to the ticket sales. There's 5% of tickets left. And it's crazy stuff. Like the cheapest ticket is, if you had to convert it to rands without taxes and things like that, it's 21,000 something.
For the
Sorry?
cheapest seat.
For the cheapest seat. And I think the ringside tickets, or like if you had to convert it to rands, would be about 150,000 rand. So, I mean, it's a big fight.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of money, and with only 5% of the ticket sales left, everyone is complaining, or everyone's saying, how can this be the biggest fight ever if not all the tickets are being sold? Those tickets are bound to be sold within the next week or two.
yeah.
I mean, even without those tickets, the stadium itself can hold about 20,000 people. So I mean, if you take 5% of that, I mean that's a minimal amount of people. You won't even notice that amount of people not being in the stadium itself.
Yeah. Also consider the amount of ringside tickets there are. Consider the type of person who's buying the 150,000 rand tickets, hypothetically. Consider the bets that they're putting on the fighter as well.
Can you bring that closer?
Talking
Okay.
Consider the amount of bets that they're putting on. Consider the interest of celebrities, the interest of former coaches that were like number one coaches, the fighters that were number one fighters, all of those guys putting on bets, the amount of money going into it as well. But I mean, the actual fight between the two of them, I think we have to really talk about that as well.
Well, okay, look, I mean, we've got two separate disciplines here. We've got MMA and we've got boxing, and there's two completely separate specs that goes into each one of these fights. Just two different sets of preparations. Do you guys want to talk a bit about the duration of I mean, we touched on that earlier, the duration of each one of the fights in a boxing match versus what we'll find it's the...
Yeah, well, like you say, it's two fighters come from two different disciplines of fighting. One is doing mixed martial arts, the other is doing boxing. He's rated as the best boxer ever with his 49-0. McGregor himself has got a 21-3. It's not as big as Mayweather, these names. But yeah, I mean, they both come from two different disciplines, and now they've had to, well, for McGregor, he's had to now go into a single discipline of boxing, right? There's no kicking, there's no choking,
there's no ground and
pound. So it's straightforward boxing, and I think that also adds to the hype about this fight, is that you're taking two different disciplines and you're making them fight in one. No, from two totally different backgrounds, so to speak.
So we've got 12 rounds, 3 minutes a round.
Correct, that's the standard boxing.
Yes.
It's 3 minutes, 12 rounds, 3 minute rounds.
Yeah.
And then
versus an MMA fight, which is 5 rounds, 5 minutes each.
that's championship fight. So your standard
Which is
UFC
kind of
would
like Connor McGregor. He
Yeah.
finds
Conor
himself
McGregor comes
playing.
from a 5-minute, 5 rounds.
Yeah.
five rounds, 25 minutes, with a 1 minute break in between. Boxing, I think, has 2 minute break.
So do we see that playing in McGregor's favor? He's generally like used to a longer set time in the ring. You guys said earlier that there's a minute's break in between versus a 2 minutes break in a boxing match.
I think both of them is you need stamina to fight that, to go that distance.
Yeah.
I don't even want to add.
I think with the MMA side of things, McGregor goes through that long training anyway. He will have that endurance, he will have that stamina, he will have that ability to stay in the ring for 5 minutes and carry on for that time. But a lot of people are saying for McGregor to win the fight, his knockout should come early in the match.
For McGregor to win the
For
fight.
McGregor to win the match.
Okay.
He doesn't want to drag it out to 10 rounds. He wants to do it within the 3
First
rounds,
First
first 4.
4 rounds.
He's stated at the different conferences that he's going to knock him out within 4 rounds.
Yeah.
That's a bold statement, trying to fight or trying to knock out Mayweather.
And like I said, he has 20 years behind his name. Mayweather has 21 years behind his name.
Yeah.
If you watch...
So just to go back, you in the Mayweather camp.
Yes.
You
I'm on the fence, but...
No, you
don't
be wishy-washy about it.
Just to be honest, I'm on the fence, but I'm leaning more towards... I'm putting my foot more towards the other side of Mayweather. Reason being, the amount of experience he has, we have not really seen McGregor practice his boxing. So we can't say for sure what's happening.
There is a clip.
How long
Okay, so let's do this. While we're chatting, Nicci, do you want to bring us up something there so we can actually give the guys that's watching? Hey, thanks for joining us, Candice, Kevin, Keenan, Jacobs. While Nicci gets there, I'm just giving some love. Sup, Ian? Shout out on the big win the other day. Don't know if I'm allowed to say it. And Nicole, hey, how you doing? And Travis, well done, sunshine. There's no music playing, but we'll try to drink a boxing video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So does somebody want to talk us through this?
This is just basically a sparring session. And also for McGregor to show off his
Talk
boxing
towards the
skills.
camera, having the mic.
Bad work. Same difference. give you the total seconds as to how long this clip is.
It's 24 seconds left.
Yeah, that's left. But yeah, this is his.
So this is basically McGregor playing in a boxing wall.
It's pad work.
It's pad work. It's not him grounding and pounding. This is him doing something he's not. Has McGregor ever boxed before?
He has no professional boxing.
No professional boxing.
But just to point out though, like I was talking with you guys earlier on, he's got 18 knockouts, well 18 wins by knockout, and we were going through his win list, and quite a few of it is it's technical knockout or knockout by punches, and there's just something about him. He doesn't like to fight on the ground. He prefers to stand up and box, and he believes he's very precise with his boxing. And I mean, it's clear. You can see the way he fought. The fight against Jose Aldo, the fight against Nate Diaz. The fight against Jose Aldo, he knocked him out with one punch in 13 or 14 seconds. Fight was basically finished. So, and if you watch that, I mean, I don't think we can get
But
the
now
clip.
here's my question. That knockout power, considering that the gloves worn in MMA is very different to what's with.
I would actually say that. Can I
explain that?
Doesn't have that
I
same
think-
impact.
Okay, so now what this is my personal opinion, yeah. If anyone else is taking but 4-ounce gloves, they fight with 4-ounce gloves in MMA, which is like basically just to cover your hand with like the least amount of padding that you can. You do still strap your hands and stuff like that. But then I think they're fighting with 10-ounce gloves.
Yes.
Now you have to take that same weight or the same strength, the same precision and the same speed that you're going to move your arm to punch someone with a heavier glove on.
Sure.
It's like me saying to you, I'm hitting with a book on your head compared to hitting with a brick. I think that can sum up how maybe having a heavier glove could possibly be more detrimental compared to
McGregor. This is to McGregor. He's used to fighting with a light glove. He's used to like jab.
Yeah, but this is also saying to his advantage though. He's going up from a 4-ounce glove that weighs like next to nothing and going up to 10-ounce.
So essentially, he's putting putting a brick in his hand and it's adding to his normal punch.
If you can continue to use that same strength and the same speed in your punch and your jab with a heavier weight at the end of your fist,
The momentum of hitting Mayweather's head is going to be harder, yeah.
exactly. That's what my opinion is about it, and I'm thinking maybe that's just in an ideal world, but that's what I think, man. I'm just thinking,
So again, there was something we touched on earlier. Is this fight legit? Is it just all hype? Is it just a money-making thing? Is it just a big payday for them? Or we've seen all this stuff. We know that this fight is being hyped up across all internet platforms. You can't miss it. There's the things that come across years after the weigh-ins, or not the weigh-ins, the face-offs between McGregor and Mayweather, which was very heated, McGregor being very hostile, like I'll knock him out, and then they seen getting off the same plane, the same private jet.
I think
is there any truth to this? Is it?
Look, I think there's two real options here when it comes to the fight. If it is legit, number one, they are going to go at it.
Okay.
Either way, they're going to go at it. They have to give a nice show for everybody. And there's going to be a lot of trash talk.
Don't say that, because now you're making me think this is a glorified wrestling match. You know, like
No,
WWF, which is but it's.
I'm not touching on that yet. What I'm saying is they're going to put on a good show in terms of an actual fight.
That is what people expect.
There's going to be a lot of trash talk, number one. A lot of it.
I mean, yeah.
Then
Did
there's
you
that.
see the conferences leading up to this?
Oh yeah. We saw Mayweather wearing high heels and everything.
Yeah,
What?
We'll
yeah.
put up something.
We'll go to
Yeah.
it.
But
Please bring that up.
Then there's the other thing where if the fight is not legit, if it is a hype, it's not going to be 3 rounds. They want to give someone
So if this is not, if
it's not legit, if it's not the actual fight, it's just about the hype and the money, getting everybody hyped around.
So basically getting everybody to buy the tickets.
All of that stuff. They're going to go at least 6, 7, maybe 8 rounds, if it's not.
Okay.
I mean, look,
well,
either way,
Connor's basically said he wants to knock
McGregor out in 4 rounds.
Mayweather out in 4 rounds.
At this point, I don't think anybody can say who's going to win.
Okay.
We can give our opinions and who we think is going to win and everything, but I don't know.
Yeah, if there is anybody that, for all the guys that's live, please drop your comments. We'd love to.
Keenan has dropped a comment.
Yeah, let me jump in.
I just wanted to check that Keenan said.
So Keenan Jacobs, it's as if I've seen this trash talk before. Floyd is really the king of boxing. He covers his angles really well. Anybody want to jump in
You
on
can't
that?
dispute it. That comment there is it's legit. Yeah, I'm not going to dispute that. There's a reason why he's 49-0 and one of the richest paid sportsmen in the world. So yeah, but I don't think you look at the precision. Well, this has just come from my side. This is just my opinion once again.
I'll give mine.
Jason
Opinion once
just
again.
put up disclaimers like,
Well, it's
no.
just my opinion, but yeah, I've watched Connor McGregor, I've watched Mayweather, I haven't started watching boxing since this fight. I'm not one of those guys that just fall on the bandwagon. And like I said, going back to McGregor, he just has that spark about him that if he wants to do something and he puts his mind to it, it's like he goes out and he does it. If he says he's going to do something, and you watch his fights and you heard what he said before, 9 out of 10, it happens. But obviously you can't say that now. I can't say that now until the fight happens and we watch it and we see what happens. But I'm thinking, personally, once again, with this opinion of mine, that I'm pretty sure with McGregor's boxing style and his precision when it comes to his boxing, I think he could possibly knock down Mayweather.
Okay, and then I'm going to give my thing on Mayweather now as well. So you speak about besides the fact that he's the best defense.
Let's share our
boxer.
background
Okay.
convos.
So
Sorry, this is?
we talk Mayweather.
Shows
Okay,
how far
so
it's come.
again, you're talking about. I'm going to touch on what Keenan was. Keenan, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
Keenan. He's a good defense boxer, Mayweather. He's very precise as well. He knows where he wants to punch. I remember watching a video with a training. Well, it was actually a fight where he says his opponent told him that as he was fighting Mayweather was looking at the guy in the eyes, watching the time on top of him, throwing a punch, looking at his coach, listening to what he has to say, watching the time. So he knows how to make a fight a little bit longer, prolong the fight, and as soon as it goes, 5-10 seconds into the end of the match, he would start throwing punches.
Okay.
That way you would know after 5-10 rounds, how many punches he threw, how many punches that guy threw,
Sure.
and obviously running away so he doesn't get any punches. Also, have you seen that guy dodge a punch? It's the same as watching Ali fight.
Oh, whoa.
Okay, well, I mean, okay, sorry,
whoa.
don't spoke any.
No, that's Ali, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yo guys, sorry, I'm also trying to follow the stream here. So, like on my side, it seems like it's going a bit fast. If it is, please leave a comment here. And if it's not, just give me a thumbs up or something so I know it's running smoothly. Belinda, Uncle Tony, Storm says Floyd is going to be KO'd inside 4 rounds. Tell Storm he needs to stop watching what everything is on that is online. But look, that might actually happen. That is what McGregor said. He wants to knock Mayweather out in 4.
We touched on the conferences, no?
No, we haven't touched that.
Gee whiz,
Is there something?
The bull
Is there
up-
anything that we can bring up to have this on the screen while we're talking about it?
The
Regarding
conferences.
Yeah.
Yeah, but conferences is all videos.
Yeah.
Unless
It's long,
we...
not
I
just go
think
to
we need to see those high heels.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, where's the...
Please
where
show
did
me
you
the
post
highlights.
it?
on my personal page.
Artist Live.
Oh, is it on Artist Live?
That is on my personal page.
Okay, I think just
Okay,
can you do a quick
search
search?
Jason.
Oh, do you gonna no.
No.
Should I-
Okay, done.
Not Jason's page. Please, not Jason's
Let's
page.
not search Jason.
Oh yeah.
Like post like
No, but that screen's not showing now, right, Miguel? No.
Yeah, so it's
you're
fine.
gonna
It's
search.
safe.
It's gonna take long. That's what I'm saying. It's like very, very long.
Okay, how long ago did you
Like,
post
maybe
this?
like 3 weeks ago, and in between there's probably like a million other things that I posted.
Windows,
So,
Google.
That's
Okay,
gonna
so
say.
hold on. What are we looking for? We are looking for.
We are looking for
can you
Mayweather.
maybe not even like YouTube it or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Mayweather high heels, basically.
Basically, just go to conference highlights. Maybe
What am I
You
looking
can't
for?
search for idols, just search for Mayweather's shoes.
strip heels. You wore them Puma.
Mayweather
Just go to the
stripper
image.
heels.
Were they even Pumas?
They were. I think they were Pumas.
Not
Pumas.
Pumas.
Yeah.
No man, bring up slipper heels.
Conference highlights best video, but that's like so long.
Okay, so while they're doing that, so we are going to be watching the fight at the loft.
Correct. Our previous occasions trying to watch these fights have been quite a fail. A successful fail, but a fail nonetheless. Myself and Dan, we've always been close buddies, and we always into watching these things. And then, like the Pacquiao fight and fights before that, we look for places to fight to watch.
Well, it's
the
like
fight.
it's like watching a soccer match. You want like a
Five.
here's five.
Exactly.
You want people basically wanting to punch each other out on the
Exactly.
night.
The problem is that these
No, I
fights
take
happen.
that back. You shouldn't be punching.
No,
Give that to the
yes.
professionals.
Yes, Tony. So normally these fights happen between 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, when most of the clubs, most of the pubs, bars are closed, and then also this side of the world is not that much hype compared to like this fight specifically. That's a totally different hype that we've got going on now. But previously there wasn't that much hype. The fights would be broadcasted, but we go riding around.
Yeah.
From once upon a time, Darren had to drive from Tukai to Grand West in 8 minutes, thinking that sports.
Wait,
bar would be
wait. Can we just touch on Tukai to Grand West in 8 minutes?
So Jason,
So hold on. Tukai
yeah,
to Grand West, which
Yes.
is about 40 k's.
No, it's about 25, 35 k's.
yeah.
But it's
Okay,
far.
semantics.
Yeah.
35 k's in 8 minutes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Jason phoned me at about 3 o'clock, saying the fight is going to happen at 3:30. Jason was in Mitchell's Plain at the time, I was in Tukai, and then he told me to be there by 3:30. And I was like, okay, cool, we need to find a bar. Number one, the only place I could think of that had a bar, had drinks, had cigars, had what we needed was in Grand West.
Correct.
Got in the car, flew through, got to the place, and all the bars were closed. Drinks were no longer being served. It was basically dead.
Yeah, they didn't even have the fight.
Yeah, all the TVs were off basically.
So I had to basically sit in
Where was
Grand-
this?
that was
Grand
in
West?
Grand West,
at
What?
the sports bar, which runs 24 hours. We know how that works, you know.
Yeah.
So myself had to sit there like a lonely soul at the ice rink with my phone trying to stream the fight,
Yeah.
which was
Couldn't
very.
happen. And then the next day I went to work. I had to walk it out with blinkers over my eyes, so I didn't get any highlights, any spoilers, anything, and I literally had to watch the fight the next day at home in my bed.
Yeah,
with no beer.
that's
Okay, so with no bill.
I don't. Sorry, I don't.
Yeah.
So, okay, so if anybody's in the stream, I've actually
But
popped
I
the
can't
link
find it.
to the event these boys are talking about into the comments, so you can
You
check
want-
it out.
just go to
I will
the-
actually be joining them there. Yeah, so again, Jason,
Yes.
you were telling me the fight starts. So let's do the fight, because the fight takes place in the US. We obviously a good couple of hours ahead. What time will
I mean,
we ahead?
because the fight happens on 26th,
So
but
see
we
it.
are watching it only on the 27th
So
because
we are behind.
the 27th comes after the 26th.
Yeah,
Calculating
that kind of makes sense.
He's saying that SA is behind.
No,
He's saying it's
no,
a
we
fight.
ahead
Yeah.
of the states. If you think of GMT, the states is. No, wait, am I wrong in this?
That's why we get the 27th before the 26th.
Kids pay attention
Yes.
in geography.
Like, it's called Greenwich Meridian Time. That's why you've got GMT plus 2, which is where we sit in. So when you select a time on your PC, you have to choose Johannesburg. We GMT plus
Yeah,
2,
so-
and the US is GMT minus.
Oh, that's
Oh,
it.
shit.
It's getting
Okay,
Wait,
let's
never
go.
mind.
Anyway.
Anyways, wait, it's the 26th in the US and 27th here in Cape Town.
Okay, so we've got
So
the build-up starts at.
the main card
Yeah,
fights start at 3 o'clock. 3, around about there.
In South, like SA
Our
time.
time,
Our
on
time.
the 27th. So that's Sunday morning.
Thanks,
3 hours in
Keenan.
the morning.
Keenan says I'm right, by the way.
And
Yeah,
then,
I know. I
yes.
figured it out now.
and then the main fight is supposed to start between 5 and 5:30 in the morning. So AM 0500 on the 27th of August. So that's
Look,
According
to be honest,
Sport
I think this
Articles,
is
it's
actually a
4
flippin'. Look, I must say, I think this is a flippin' dope idea that you guys have done. It is that time in the morning where they're like, what the hell is open? Unless it's Grand West, clubs are all closed. So you guys have actually got this venue, the Loft,
Yep.
to be open
Yep.
for the fight.
Yes.
And everybody can come together and they can watch the fight together, which I think is great. Like, can I have a beer? Am I allowed to have a beer then?
Yes, 100%. So what we did was we tried to get as many, so the venue is the Loft. It's going to happen on the 26th. The event will start at about 8 o'clock the evening.
yeah.
We'll have some DJs playing. We're going to try to get some round girls.
Okay, so this is all before.
So this
This is before the
this
fight.
we're calling the pre-fight party.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have any trash talk?
We can have as much trash talk.
Oh, I mean,
Okay, wait, the other question is, are we going to make it all the way to the fight or the party beforehand?
100%. We'll have drinks going whole night.
No tequila served at the bar.
I don't know about Tony.
You have a
I
problem.
don't know about this.
No. I'm.
With Tony,
He might just
Okay,
come with his
Tony
own
might have
I
pineapple.
walked into
and
this one,
Tabasco
didn't I?
sauce.
Tony might tap out.
Yeah.
Tony's that one that's gonna get the TKO,
Yeah,
the tequila
no.
knockout.
with the pineapple.
I like that. I like that.
TKO, tequila knockout. Love this stuff. I've
Yeah,
seen
no.
you knocked out by tequila many a time.
No, like
all
we
the
are live
pictures.
here,
Oh,
guys.
okay.
Come on.
Never, I'm just joking.
You see, this is the problem with live. You can't flip and edit it. There's like you
open
see
the
there.
wrist,
Keenan, like just like I'm.
I'll
Just
tell you what,
chat to the
just
gentleman.
for you, I'll bring a pineapple and Tabasco sauce. We know where
Oh
that
no,
goes.
not a,
The
oh,
big-
not a
The
shit.
big Tabasco sauce. Because we're going all night. We need to
Yeah.
enough, you know what I mean?
Just for Tony.
Um,
I'm gonna change the name to Tony.
Is Tony gonna see the fight?
I don't know. You don't know.
You see now. You see, why do I invite you guys out when you guys are like I'm the one. I hate you guys.
Opened up that can.
I did open. I always seem to open up these can of worms. Okay,
You
so
asked, are we gonna last? We can answer for ourselves, but
yeah. So okay. So we've got the fight starting at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
That runs till 5 a.m.
Yep.
And then
Yeah,
essentially we've got a little get together. You've got an event that starts the evening, and that's the entire night's going to be a build up to it. Is there going to be anything special about that? Is it
what
themed?
well,
About fight themed?
we want to have a whole fighting theme to it. So if you are a gym or a fight club or a fitness club or whatever, try to bring as many guys as possible of your team. Come represent your team, wear a t-shirt or whatever the case may be. We are going to give away a few prizes and maybe like a bottle of something and maybe some cigars or whatever.
Obviously, you told me about that. We're just waiting on confirmation.
Oh yes, 100%. We will be trying to give away quite a few things.
Yeah. Well, I will make sure that they stick to that, and
Yeah.
I will drop the details of that in the comments of this and on what happens in Cape Town. From what I heard, there's some pretty sick prizes that you
Yeah.
guys have got. So once that's confirmed, I will let you guys know. Cool. So back to the high heels.
yeah.
Have we found it?
No, we have not. Because we
Okay, so we're
stopped
talking about the
roasting
big
you.
platform shoes, right?
Yes. It was a black and white pair.
Can anyone go to Insta? I'm
Insta.
sure you can go into Insta on your page.
Okay.
If you go to my page on Insta, you go to Relatively J,
Relatively J.
Relatively underscore J. L-E-L. So
Relatively J.
underscore J.
Oh, underscore J. Okay. So while I'm doing this, they are waiting for you guys to like tell them something.
Oh, sorry.
No, don't worry. This is like usual.
We're just trying to get a nice video for you to scroll down.
So Nicci, do you have it on your side? Because it's gonna
What are
come.
you relatively J?
Relatively underscore J.
Here we go.
Here we go. So we just scroll down there. Smile my other pictures. Other funny stuff.
Please mind the porn.
No, it's not cool.
Okay, so I don't think we've touched on this, but like what makes while Nicci's trying to find that. So just what makes McGregor the best or McGregor and Mayweather the best in their respective careers?
Well, from Mayweather's side, I can't speak for him. I can speak.
You can speak about it.
About him, yeah. He's 49-0. A lot of people say he chooses his fights, who he's going to verse, so very, very carefully. And that's how he knew he was going to win. When he started out, he was very cocky, very confident. And the same as McGregor, he can see himself winning.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's from that side. From McGregor's side as well, he's a very, very good fighter, very precise. Has a very good long reach with his arms.
McGregor? Yeah.
I'm speaking about both of them, yeah.
Sorry man, but he's the only fighter, UFC fighter to hold the belt in 2 different weight classes also.
Oh, that's also true, yeah.
That's what makes him so good.
It's 2 titles going against each other.
Look, I mean, there is something that, I don't know if you guys watch Gary Vee. There's something that Gary Vee says, and it's about the difference between boxing and MMA. Boxing, you'll always find these 49-0s, 49-1, and that's kind of, and then after that second or third, like you kind of out, like you no longer.
Found the strip heels.
Oh, are we on the screen? So we finally found the stripper heels. Migs, are we up?
Not stripper heels, man. It's platform.
Yeah, but I mean, look at those. It's basically unbranded.
That's like 2 stories high.
Please blow that up for me, please. Can we blow that up?
We can't. That's the biggest that I can go.
So as it says on the screen, what WTF? What is happening right here?
Here we go.
Do you see that stripper
Look
heels?
at those.
What is that? It looked like he needed to go to the garage and pump him up first. How's that guy? How much bar? 2 bar.
Oh my
But
soul.
I think the whole thing with this was that in the previous conferences he was like a whole half a head shorter than
So was
McGregor.
this just this? Okay, but
Is
now
this guy's a small guy.
can we really discredit this guy because he decided to wear platform shoes?
No, that shoe is probably like $1 million. That's why he bought him.
So wait. Is the purpose of this to like raise him up to McGregor's eye level, or because that's definitely no fashion statement? That is definitely no fashion statement.
Yeah, if I can't see you wearing it, then it's not.
Ah.
But the whole thing what came about. Well, people started noticing this because after the first conference, when they did the stay-off, whatever you call it, Mayweather was about half a head shorter than McGregor, and you could really see how small he was compared to McGregor without those shoes. Then when in the next, they did quite a few conferences, and then they were like almost the same height. And then people started noticing that, look here, what's actually happening with this?
You was shorter.
Yeah,
The previous time.
and then, but I mean, Connor McGregor made it very clear when he seen them. Yeah, I think he mentioned that. Look at him; he's wearing stripper heels in the conference, and then that's where everyone started knowing what was going on with Mayweather and his stripper heels.
Yeah, those conferences were lit in the beginning.
It
They were full of attitude.
It was entertaining, very entertaining.
Was that all just to create hype around the event though?
Look, I think they needed to. You need to hype up of those kind of fight. I mean, the promoters are spending a lot of money to have this fight happen. I think you're gonna need to hype the fight up somehow, some way.
But does that call for the amount of trash talk? Because I mean, it's like
They
you
both
can easily say both was like completely disrespectful to one another.
That's true, but both of them.
Adding to the fuel that I mean, it's like they're going into this fight with
Look, I think they
all
both.
their trash talk behind
That's
it.
true. That you're putting 2 of the biggest trash talkers in a room right next to each other and telling them, look here, don't box with each other now. Just wait till the fight, but talk crap to one another and trash talk.
Yeah.
What also happened, what I found funny in that whole thing though, with the whole conferencing and the trash talking was, and this is why I like Conor McGregor, I must say, that his attitude was what he's going to do. He spoke about how and why he's going to do what he's going to do to Mayweather. However, Mayweather's response was, trash talk response was, I've got more money than you, here's my money, show me my money. And to me, unfortunately, I can't foresee
But it was like a few thousand.
It was $10
Oh, yeah, in
notes.
the
He was
bag.
only throwing $10 in the bag. However,
It was a few
they
thousand.
call him, he always walks with $1
He has
million.
a backpack on
With
his.
a backpack with $1 million in it. But still, I mean, that notes, that bag, that money, no matter what you have, your materialistic things, isn't going to help you in that way. That's just my opinion. I don't know who you could give that money to, do what you could do with the money. But if you, I mean, what is that money going to do for you in that fight? Is it going to stop you from getting knocked out?
I don't know, it's like.
I think initially it's the money thing was about the hype, just to get
I
everybody.
think it was
in.
hype, but it was like, if I'm telling you I'm going to beat your ass, I'm going to kick your ass, I'm going to knock you out, and you say, okay, that's fine, but I got more money than you.
Yeah.
What sort of comeback is that?
That's that face that I pulled early on where that guy just cries.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That face happens when I think of this whole thing, when you talk about money in that regard. But like we were talking earlier on, they're both really good fighters in their own right.
Yeah.
Very well-respected fighters that are doing their thing now. And well, I mean, even Floyd had to come out of retirement to fight this fight. And that speaks a lot. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask. So we were chatting a bit about putting money on, like we know that there's a lot of people betting on this fight.
Did I tell you the odds?
Yeah. Okay, so let's touch on that.
Before the fight was actually finalized, the word was that the betting odds was 5,000 to 1 for Connor McGregor to win. 5,000 pounds.
There you go.
So
5,000 to 1.
You sure?
Yep.
That says something went wrong on my side.
Um,
Oh no, my internet's down on this side.
yeah.
so 5,000 to 1. I mean that says a lot. That's basically
5,000 to 1.
Yes,
Yeah.
so bet 1 rand and potentially win
5,000.
5,000 rand.
So 5,000 on Mayweather to.
No, on McGregor.
On
Basically,
McGregor.
that just shows.
So if McGregor wins, it's
No,
5,000.
that's not what it is now.
Okay.
That was before the
That's
fight was
before.
even confirmed. So when there was the talks and the rumors going around, the bookies had already said, look here, this fight could possibly happen, and if it does happen, if you bet your $1, your £1, you would win 5,000 pounds. That just shows how confident they were in Mayweather actually winning the fight. I mean, I don't know what Mayweather's odds are at the moment, but I know McGregor's odds is like 4.5 to 1 at the moment. So for your £1 rand, you're going to get 4.5 rand. For your 100 rand, for your 1,000 rand, you're going to get 4,500 rand. It still shows how confident they are that Mayweather is going to take this fight.
Okay, but can I also just touch on what myself and Jason previously did was we went to these fights and we wanted Mayweather's ass to be kicked and beaten and KO'd and everything. And you get so emotional when it comes to the actual fight, and then like we've watched Pacquiao, we've watched Maidana, we've watched Maidana beat.
There you go. The guys are saying the feed's gone completely wonky.
Let's upload.
Yeah, like it's. I don't know. Like guys, please give comments. Like, is the feed still up? Have we
Log
lost
out.
it?
Close as many times as you can on your side.
No, but it's like people's chatting to me, telling me that the
Yeah,
feed
but
is-
you've got WhatsApp on your phone and WhatsApp on your laptop.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, close as many as you can.
Okay.
And then I just want to read out one comment here. Okay, I don't want to read out that comment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're back up.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. My bad, guys.
Ian says the pre-event starts from 3 a.m. So the main event starts around after 5 a.m. SA time. And then breakfast, shots and pizza should be served. Is there going to be food?
Is there gonna be
Well,
food?
that's the one thing we're going to try to, well, not try to do, we are definitely going to do that. We
Yeah.
understand it's a morning thing, so we will have drinks going whole night, bar specials, everything. And then we are going to try to get some,
We're going to arrange
pizzas,
food and
we
stuff.
will arrange food for the
No,
evening.
we
For the
don't.
non-drinkers.
For the non-drinkers, yeah.
Yes.
We have water on tap as well.
No.
I'm
there's
sorry,
a
like-
scramble.
There's like, oh yes, there's a water crisis.
There's
Like,
a water
guys,
crisis
please
and-
save water, drink beer.
Yeah.
Um,
You see.
Okay, so I was asking you guys
I
about.
just want to eat.
I was asking you guys about. Are you joining us for this fight? You watching the fight with us?
Oh, look, okay, so here's the other thing.
Just like putting you on the spot there, Nikki.
Yeah, you are putting me on the spot.
So here's my question.
Yeah.
We're speaking about people betting on this fight. Are you guys betting on this fight?
No, sorry, wait, okay, let me continue from what I was talking about earlier.
Okay.
So when it came to the actual the Mayweather and like Maidana fight, okay, Maidana was the people's champion for that fight.
Yeah.
Everybody saw it with their own eyes that Maidana was showing the most amount of punches, the most amount of contact punches. People thought that he won, and then Mayweather won, and that's the reason why now this time around I'm not going to take myself for a fool. I'm going to go Mayweather.
So you were Madonna the last
I was Maidana and I was Pacquiao. We wanted those guys.
Yeah, like I really wanted Pacquiao to win that fight.
We wanted those guys to win, but they didn't win because Mayweather knows his game. He knows his
Although-
notes. He knows his.
He knows how to run.
Yeah, he knows how to run it around like a little.
He knows how to run.
Look, I mean, I personally felt that Pacquiao won that last fight.
1-6. So,
So
okay.
betting odds now is
Do you want to bring that up on the screen?
You can bring it up on the screen. Ooh, snap.
No, we don't want to.
Hold on,
You just
hold
got
on.
there and they want you to spend money.
okay. If there's that fight with Jose Aldo, if you want to play that as well.
Okay, let's just do this.
Yeah.
For now, so that you can see the betting odds.
Yeah.
When it comes to Mayweather versus McGregor. So in Mayweather, it's 1-6.
Yeah. So basically.
Loosely translated for cheating.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a non-gambler. Like
So
I'm
you
a very
bet one
wholesome
rand.
person, you know. So I.
Minus the tequila shots.
Well,
We bet on
So
cheating
basically
for
for
the
your
amount of shots you can have.
Yeah.
No, guys. Okay, no.
Yeah,
Let's leave
let's
tequila
do
out of
that.
He's
this
the one
one.
competing with himself. We just
Damn
bet
it.
against him.
just to translate that into cheating terms, yeah, your 1 rand that you put down for Mayweather, you're only going to win 60
60
cents.
Okay.
So basically, you're going to bet your 1 rand, you're going to get 1 rand 60 back.
Sorry. See, for a rand that you bet, you're gonna get 60 cents if you win.
Yes.
So.
So you get your 1 rand back plus your 60
Okay.
cents.
Cool. Okay. Cool.
Whereas Connor McGregor is 4-1, so your 1 rand you bet, you're going to get 4 rand. That there is clear indication that the bookies think
The bookies
that
think
that
Mayweather
Mayweather's
will
gonna
take
take.
they wanting to take our money, like us,
Yeah.
myself, not us, you know.
So,
Like I'm alone,
so
yeah.
you actually are you? So let's go back. Are you guys gonna be betting? Oh, there's likes, loves, and
They-
all sort of shit going
They're
on here. I love
hosting
it,
the
guys.
event. I don't think they have a choice but
Yeah,
to be there.
No, I mean, like, are you like okay? Are you guys taking bets on the night? How does that?
No,
work?
no.
No, I don't think that's allowed. I don't think that's allowed.
It's not legal.
It's illegal.
Yeah.
We can
Okay. So
bet
that's
amongst
definitely
one
not.
another.
That's not happening.
Friendly
But there
bets.
are
Friendly
there are
bets.
So at
websites.
this point in time, your
Alcoholic
one
bets.
bottle of tequila is going to make 4 bottles of tequila in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Cool.
for the 1 bottle you bet, you're going to only get like a mini shot, 1 shot with your, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But okay. So there are legitimate websites where you can go and you can bet, and there's like places where you can do betting. Are you going to be betting on this yourself?
Yeah, at this point in time, I think I will take a young bet.
So can we talk about that? Like this is a new field to me. Like, I've never bet on the sport before. I don't know horse racing. I barely know how to play the lotto.
Disclaimer, winners know when to quit.
Yes, gamble the head, not your heart. Start with that.
I just know that line.
So let's talk actual brass coins in this, not tax in this topic. How much do you see yourself actually putting on this? Can we talk about that, or are you happy to do
It
it?
depends. I actually think I'm going to be so busy with this event that I doubt I'm going to actually get a chance. But I think, it's like 500,
But you can
a
bet the day
grand.
before, man.
Yeah, well, do you know how busy I am?
Okay, fine. You can
You were
bet
the
2 days.
7-year-old.
You can bet today
You were
if
the
you want.
7-year-old, I got a I've got a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old plus work long hours.
Like, you see, we the ones struggling.
I still outrank you.
Like they've got this easy life. They need to stay at home. They've got kids to look after. We've
I
got
have a kid as well.
oh
Easy
shit!
Easy life.
I walked into
Easy
another
life.
one. I was looking. Oh,
You were
Easy
looking for
life,
support here.
I was looking for better
There's
support.
no one
Yeah,
in
uh,
like.
Like,
What is gay guy here?
you had to start a fight.
No, can I just say in a 10 or 20 meter radius, you are the only one without a kid and the little one that's close by. So you out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
out here.
I'm out of here. Well, it's the problem with being 30 and being single and.
Oh God, let's turn this into
Let's not go there.
But
No,
Let's
no,
not
no,
go
no.
there. Otherwise, I'm hear it. We're talking about fighting here.
Ladies, he will be at the fight, live viewing at the Loft on the 26th and
live
27th.
viewing.
So maybe y'all can live view him.
No, none of that.
I'm open to taking bets.
We're coming
No,
there
no,
for
not
fight.
bets.
No, how did this become
What do
about?
you call this? No, not shots, man.
Friendly bets.
No, man, when we selling.
Oh, we're auctioning him.
Yeah,
Okay, we can do
I'm
that.
open to taking all of those.
No.
Oh,
How did we get here?
this is what
So
we
here
also
we've
had.
got so Carmen Klopper said Floyd is the
I
champion.
just blocked you.
Floyd is the
I need to finish my conversation.
Oh, okay.
It's about you as
Oh
well.
fuck off.
So we're going to have round girls as well, and then maybe we can throw Chetty in as a round guy. I don't know.
Which
Yeah,
What
you
you
can.
know?
Like that bod, you have like a slim. You know.
So Carmen says Floyd is the champion, but Connor is super hungry. It's gonna be humdinger. Well, look, Connor is super
Humbling
hungry.
for whom?
Well, Connor's hungry. He's like he wants to.
No,
Prove
I'm not
himself.
asking hungry. Humbling. She says it's going
No,
to be
no.
humbling.
Humdinger.
Oh, humdinger.
Humdinger.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I think that bodes for Connor McGregor. He is the
Can you go back to
challenger
the
in this
fight
case.
that,
He's
yeah.
stepping into
the
Floyd
video
Mayweather's
where
world,
he knocks out
and I completely agree with that. I think he's gonna go in there and he's gonna be like, I got something to prove.
Yeah. And also, if he does prove himself, he will be.
Yeah.
If he does win the fight, he not only would he have proved himself, but he can cross sports borders now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go into boxing, some ass
Yeah.
there.
Well, look, a question: where is there more money, boxing or MMA?
Well, at the moment, boxing, because there's no one getting paid more
Then-
more than Mayweather.
Yeah.
But I highly doubt that anyone is going to get paid more if as much money as Mayweather, to put it that way.
Why are you considering fighting?
Can I just
So we are okay.
Can I just show the video?
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
so we've got a
let's
bit of a
show
video
you.
here,
I just
and
want to show the
This is Jason's motivation as to why he's
this
speaking behind.
no, it's not just
McGregor.
this.
So
is
okay,
this-
so
this
we've
is
got
a piece of why.
yeah, it's like
This
only
is
a whole 13.
This is
seconds.
13 seconds as to why.
Why?
why your money is on
No,
McGregor.
not as to why. This is just
Not
one of the
13,
many.
this is 13 seconds.
Yeah.
He actually knocks him down. The fight is over in 13 seconds, but it's way less. It's something like 4 seconds or something that actually knocks him down.
We up, make
So let's just get there quickly before we.
Okay,
let's go
so
forward.
we've
Let's all
got.
mute.
Let's-
We're
So
looking
we've
at the
got-
lady on the left.
Yes.
Okay.
Is this not going to show the video?
I don't know.
It's actually a 225-minute video.
If they could show the video, that would be great. Because pictures, there's no just.
Ah,
There we
there
go.
we go.
There we go. Round one.
And
McGregor's fast, eh?
he's very
That
fast.
he is. He
Now
is
what?
And
fast.
look at his
What?
reach.
Finished.
Oh,
Thank you.
But this is the thing. Like, okay.
look, but hold on. Okay, so let me ask that question. So with boxing, once you get knocked down, or with MMA, once you get knocked down and you are out, that's the end of the fight.
Well,
That like
It's
you
not
are you
necessary.
are
It
knocked
depends on how
out.
fast you can get up and stay up.
Fair
yeah.
enough,
Slow
but
motion,
that
slow motion.
Did you see that? Oh, because,
can you go back there again?
I was waiting for that.
For Migs.
Woo, woo.
Okay, go. Okay,
Go,
so go
let's
back a bit
further
further.
further back. Let's see.
Okay, yeah.
See over.
Okay.
Slow motion. Let's do this.
Ooh, was that the shot?
That
That
was-
was
That
the
was
shot.
the knockout shot.
He's out.
Yeah. So now, so on this question, with MMA, like again, I'm nobody to speak on it, but I've watched a couple of fights. You get knocked out, you hit the ground. What is your how long do you
MMA?
yeah, MMA. How long is it before you have to get up and
Well,
you considered knocked out?
There's no real time with MMA. You have to be able to defend yourself.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
at any point in time the ref feels that you are not able to defend yourself or you are knocked out cold, he calls it.
Okay.
He will step in, he will dive over your body and start pushing
Sure.
whatever out of the way.
So now in boxing,
Boxing,
you are now knocked out, and you do the stiff pull, like we've all seen those videos, and we've all seen those knockouts, and you are now out. There's nobody stopping the fight, but you've got 10 seconds to actually get up.
So basically, once you get knocked down,
Yeah.
right? Once you get knocked down,
There is a count.
there is a count. You have a 10-second count. However, the minute you go to the floor, the other fighter can't touch you. So
Yeah.
if I knock someone down, the ref will tell me to go to my corner, and he will start counting, and he will basically give a 10 count. And if you are not at your full senses by the time you stand up, he will lift your hands up. He will check, and if he is not comfortable that you are okay, fit to fight, continue the fight, he will tell you it's over, it's finished.
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously, if you're knocked down, they will still count 10 seconds before you get up. You are obviously, if you can't get up, you can't get up. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think you should look each fighter at how many punches they can take. Like if you look at Mayweather, for example, I don't know if anybody remembers the fight with De La Hoya. De La Hoya was throwing punches left, right, center, on top, at the bottom, and it was continuing for a very long time, and Mayweather still won the fight. You could take a punch and still win the fight at the same time.
Can I also just, on that topic also, most of in his last few fights, Mayweather's won most of his fights by decision.
Yeah.
And boxing is a very technical sport. So how he wins is basically, they look, what is the word, probability, not probability. Basically, you have to hit the amount of hits you throw versus the amount of hits you land.
Yeah. Contact.
So basically, someone that is throwing 100 punches, but only makes contact 3 times out of that amount of punches, will never win over someone like Mayweather, who only throws 5 punches but lands 4.
Yeah.
So they work, and there's a lot of other aspects, but that's the main thing. Is Mayweather makes sure that he doesn't get hit. That's the first thing. And secondly, when he does throw a punch, he makes sure he lands the punch. That comes down to precision, speed, all of that. And that seems to be the way he's been. That's how they judge the fights. That's how he seemed to be winning the fights as of late. I mean, I don't think Mayweather hasn't knocked out someone in a very, very long time. So it would be nice, like we all wished for the Pacquiao fight. What was the one before that? Madonna. For me, I want to see a fight. I want to see people boxing and not really having to dodge or just run away from the fight. But I think Floyd has gotten to that level where he's become so clever with his fights that he knows what he has to do to win. And that ultimately is why he's the best. That's why he's 49-0. That's why he's getting paid so much money. I mean, he doesn't actually have to prove anything to anyone.
Yeah.
As much as like I say, I'm a McGregor fan. At the moment, Mayweather is the best boxer in the world. He has come out of retirement and he's still the best boxer in the world.
Also,
you can't deny that.
I think it's the fact that McGregor actually pulled him out of his comfort zone, and now he actually has to fight, as opposed to choosing his battle. The crowd chose the battle for him.
Yeah.
McGregor might knock him out. I might finally be happy to see it happen.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But also in the before we finish, press conferences, there was a lot of talks where Mayweather was saying, you know what, he doesn't care, he don't give a shit, he's gonna fight in the octagon.
Yeah.
If that happens,
That's a whole other story.
That's a whole other story with his little head and his stripper heels.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We're about to wrap up. We've got about just over a minute left. We started off this where I said I'm undecided. Do you know what? I would actually like to see McGregor win this fight. just because he's stepping into a boxing ring, he's doing something. He's stepping out of his comfort zone to face Mayweather, and that's solely on that. This is not based on their technical abilities, their histories, or their experience. It's just I actually do want to see McGregor in this fight. So to that up, these guys are from Artist Live. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm looking forward to your event. This is on the 26th it starts, and it will be at the Loft in Wetton.
Correct, that's correct.
Cool. So we're starting with the evening. There'll be obviously entertainment. There's music. There's DJs. There's going to be there's going to be the card bills. Nine bills. That's dope.
Lots of drinking specials as well.
Yeah, many tequilas. There's good. Jason's bringing a specific pineapple, which is going to have a name signed on it. Yeah. Anyways, and then that will take us all the way into the fight, which takes place at 3 a.m. in GMT2 our time, up until 5 o'clock. So thank you guys. Like I did.
Just sorry.
No, I appreciate that you guys have hooked us up.
The main fight is at 5 o'clock. So the pre-fights basically start at 3, and the main fight starts at 5. Just people want to
if you guys want to sleep until 1 o'clock or whatever, you can go on Quicket, buy the tickets for like 45 rand and walk in at any time as well.
Yeah. So I did drop the link to the event in the comments thread below. All of the details of the event will be there. You'll get to meet the boys from RS Live, and we'll try to get Nicci there after she's finished dying. And hopefully I'll make an appearance, and hopefully I'll last till 5 o'clock. Apparently I'm a TKO option.
TKO.
Tequila knockout.
We're going to give you a Red Bull trip as well. Just keep you awake.
Cool. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. This was our first Facebook Live. We will catch you back again soon, doing more of this. Have a good evening. Ciao.